Triggs.
Good morning. I'm very concerned about voter suppression and the incompetence recently demonstrated in our county. Media sources report 5 local candidates have had their candidate statements either entirely omitted or so inaccurately printed that it makes one appear illiterate. The county clerk recorder blamed the omission errors on the printer, having added Spanish translations after English translations had been proofed. The county clerk recorder has indicated future proofing will be done after a final PDF has been completed. We don't buy this weak attempt to avoid accountability. The county clerk recorder is ultimately responsible and needs to be held accountable. Voters have already received ballots, begun casting votes. It is voter suppression to omit or alter verbiage in candidate statements. This is costing candidates votes. The county clerk recorder's office has done irreparable harm to these candidates and the reputation of the office. Many voters rely on the information contained in the voter information guide. The League of Women Voters states that one can refer to the votersedge.org for candidate information. I have compared and contrasted the voter guides between the state, voteredge.com, and our county, and I want you to know it's not adequate. I reviewed 91 candidates, and only 17 out of 91 had statements in votersedge.com. Voters Edge does not adequately inform the voters. These candidates pay to have candidate statements published in our local voter guide, and they are charged extra to have Spanish statements. It is not enough to just refund their money. Holding a special election does not compensate candidates. These local candidates have spent a great deal of time and money getting out the vote. Why must they expend more funds, prolong their campaigns, wait for an expensive special election to be held by our county? How much will it cost the taxpayers to hold a special election due to incompetency? How are you going to remedy this horrendous, embarrassing performance of our county clerk recorder's office? Will you be reducing her salary and benefits? Will election responsibilities be reassigned to a contractor or another department who can perform quality work? Thank you for listening.
Ms. Triggs, followed by Claire Mamikis.
I'm also here to talk about Ms. Cano. I've been here multiple times to share my views on your choice of Ms. Cano for the clerk recorder job. Just to refresh your memory, when Tommy Gong left, you asked for 7 resumes out of the 40 plus that had applied. Staff thought they knew better, and you ended up with a total of 2 to choose from, 2 out of 40. Ms. Cano has not been a stellar choice. In the primary election, our small county was nearly last to get a final count of the votes and to be certified. According to the California Election Code, they are to count daily with the exception of Saturday, Sunday, and holidays and be open to the public while they are counting. Ms. Cano had her own schedule and she didn't always share it with the public. Now we have the current problems. Refunding the fees that were paid for a candidate's statement doesn't help the candidate or come close to solving the problem. As long as her thumb is on the scale, I don't think we can have fair elections in our county. Next time staff ignores your wishes, don't just go along, stand your ground, and explain who works for who.
Ms. Mamikis, followed by Sandra, and I believe it's Bocciolino. Pardon me if I'm wrong.